I'm Sammy Womack from A Sunny Side Up Life, and in this week's Motivational Monday, I want to talk to you about how to stick to your New Year's resolution. So we are getting pretty far into the year already. A whole month is almost gone, and maybe you're starting to kind of slack on your goals, or maybe you've already given up on them completely. Hopefully not, but maybe you're already struggling a little bit and you're starting to kind of lose that New Year's spark and lose a little bit of motivation. So this video is for you if that is how you are feeling. So first of all, I'm going to link to below another one of my Motivational Monday videos that I just did a couple of weeks ago called Why You Should Pick a Word for the New Year. And that was talking about basically the difference between picking a word for your year, kind of more of a theme for your year, versus doing the traditional resolution. So my thoughts are that a word for the year is picking more of a theme. It is giving an overlying feeling of an overlying idea of how you want to feel, basically. And then more of the traditional resolutions, I feel like those are mostly cutting back something, getting rid of something. It's much more of a lack mentality. But when you are creating goals and you are creating more of a theme or a word for your year, you are talking about how you want to be. You are talking about bringing in things, bringing in positivity, bringing in abundance and things like that, versus the traditional resolution where you're talking about lack. You're talking about what you're terrible at and how you don't want to be terrible at it anymore, versus when you set goals, you are talking about how you want to grow. So do that little bit of flip in your mind, and I think that is going to do wonders. First of all, is that we are bringing in abundance. We are talking about how we can grow and how we can get closer to that big vision of who we ultimately want to be. That's number one. Number two is that I want you to know that statistics tell us that the average person has given up on their New Year's resolutions and their New Year's goals by about the 6th week of the year. So a couple of weeks into February usually is when the average person has given up. Okay, that's a little depressing, but I want you to kind of use this as a challenge. That's not you. That's not going to be you, at least not this year, right? We are not worrying about what everyone else does. We're not keeping up with the Joneses. We are not following the status quo. We're not the average person. This year, we're going to be different. This year, we're going to break that status quo. This year, we are going to exceed expectations. We are going to be the best version of ourselves, and we're not going to quit this year. Not this year. Not us, right? We are going to make small, steady, sustainable changes. We are not going to go on a crash diet. Instead, we are going to adopt healthy eating habits. We are not going to completely not spend any money at all, right? We are going to set a budget. We are going to spend a little, save a lot, right? We are going to do something sustainable. We are going to do something that is going to bring growth. We are going to welcome in abundance. We are not going to go at it in a lack mentality. We are not going to go at it as a, this is what I suck at and I don't want to suck at it anymore. We are going to go into how can I grow? How can I be a better version of myself? We're going to focus on long-term growth. Okay, we're going to walk closer and closer to that big vision that we have for our lives. So those are your 3 quick tips for how to stick to your New Year's resolution this year. I hope that those are helpful to you. Let me know in the comments below what goals you are working towards this year, and I would love to cheer you on. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.